Hey guys, welcome back to Two for All, the hot new podcast to hit the web. Gabe and I are finally back after an almost year-long hiatus. This week's episode, we go over everything entertainment, from the latest going on with Pentatonix to Rick and Morty. If you want to hear more, don't forget to subscribe and press that like to let us know you like what you're hearing. Gabe, we're back.
Hell yeah, we are.
Okay, this is our third time trying to record this episode.
Third time's a charm, mother butchers.
Unless it's going to be cursed like everything else.
But it's okay, we can do this, fellas.
I believe in us. How long has it been?
It's been about somewhat like a year.
Yeah, close to a year. In this past week, we've done 3 recording sessions. And what is going on with the counter on the microphone?
What?
No, it's because it's fine now, but the microphone went from 35 seconds to 32, then to 39.
I'm telling you, this podcast is cursed.
I mean, unless I gotta find an actual microphone application software thing. Because right now I'm just using a free one on the internet.
Cheapskate.
Oh yeah, I'm broke.
Me.
Alright, so... Ow, my elbow just popped.
I know, I heard it. It was disgusting.
Ah, I'm getting old.
It's okay, you old hack. We gotta get through this.
Alright, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about Pentatonix, Spooderman, Voltron Season 3,
Nerd.
and Rick and Morty, because I saw a couple episodes and it was pretty dank. So
I've still never seen it.
I was forced to watch it.
By who?
My sister.
Okay. Alright, let's start with Pentatonix. A few months ago, Avi announced that the fast-paced life of recording, touring, appearances, and all that stuff just turned out to not be for him because he was having difficulty with not being able to be there for his family and loved ones whenever they needed him. So he announced that after this tour, he is going to leave Pentatonix for good.
I mean, he could do it because he's got a wonderful voice and he's got talent. Let me tell you.
He does, and he was showing off his talent in his solo project, Avriel and the Sequoias. Considering it's definitely different from what I listened to, it was really good. It was chill. It's kind of folky, so if you're into that. Are you okay?
There really has to be a better word than folky. No, I just realized I did a bad thing. Oh, never mind. I did a good thing. It's okay.
Okay. Well, his category in, iTunes, it's singer-songwriter.
Hey, gotta be proud of him.
They did a cover of Hey Ya.
But Outcast?
Yeah. It sounds really different, but it's not bad. It's actually not bad. I like it.
I wanted to listen to it later on.
You know, but I feel like I might be biased because I really like Avi.
That's true.
Okay. Pretty much everyone in Pentatonix now has their own solo thing. Solo projects. Like, Scott and Mitch. They have new music out under Superfruit. I don't really like pop, but again, it's a bop.
Bop it.
I am never talking to you again. You know who just had Superfruit on their podcast?
Who?
Freaking Tyler Oakley and Corey Cool. Psychobabble. Hashtag not sponsored. Are you talking?
No, I was just, thinking about how amazing Tyler Oakley is.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler and Corey recently had Mitch and Scott on their podcast, Psychobabble.
There's so many people with podcasts nowadays, you know? Everyone's copying us.
Now, the thing with podcasts, like, the only ones that I've listened to are Welcome to Night Vale, and even then I only listened to, like, 3 or 4 episodes. I've listened to Psychobabble. I used to listen to that religiously, but kind of stopped.
I only listen to ours. I haven't had time for Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay. Anyways, next solo project is Kirsty with her Love EP. Haven't actually listened to it, like sat down and listened to it fully, but from the songs I've heard when my music is on shuffle, it seems pretty good. And then last one is KO with Down, and again, I haven't listened to it, but from the reactions on Twitter, I'd say that it was really good.
Twitter always has good taste.
Yeah. And then Pentatonix released their first song without Avi. It's a cover of Dancing on My Own. And I had to say, I was really shooketh. Because they haven't found a new bass yet if they're going to replace Avi. So for the bass parts, it was KO playing his cello.
Oh, cello.
So like,
Cello.
it still sounded really good. It was just that knowing Avi wasn't there, it hurt me.
Like with One Direction all over again.
I actually didn't care about One Direction.
What? Weren't you like a fan a while ago?
In 8th, like throughout middle school, I was a huge like boy band, One Direction, that kind of thing. Like I was huge with them. But then once I got into high school, I was like, okay, they're not my life anymore.
That's like a little kid throwing away their favorite teddy bear.
No, the thing is, I still have like 3 One Direction CDs in my drawer.
And you're like, and I also occasionally, dream about, Louis or Luis.
Louis! Gosh! Get it right.
I didn't even know that would irritate you. I just don't know how to pronounce his name.
No. Thing is, Niall was my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Little blonde Irish kid that everyone forgets about.
Doesn't, Ireland worship Niall?
Yeah.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah. I saw that on Tumblr. Okay.
Tumblr always got weird things. I might go silent for a couple of minutes or seconds, but I'm gonna Naum real fast with what I gotta do.
I sincerely hope it's not minutes because I'm not entertaining on my own. Anyways, let's take a minute to address Tumblr and the fandoms. So, yeah, I adore Tumblr. I love it. I hate how crazy the fandoms can get. Because it's like you are not allowed to say anything that might be slightly problematic about one character. And it's like you will be crucified if you speak one negative comment about the shows that Tumblr loves.
Just saying Supernatural is like a dead horse. Quit beating it. I make fun of it, but Supernatural is actually one of my favorite shows.
Yeah. But again, it's like, it's not that bad, but once you get into the fandom, that's when it gets crazy.
Whew. I always have to fight with fandoms because, you know what? Screw you. I love internet fights.
Undertale fandom. Stop writing fanfics about the reader and a skeleton. I do not want to see that when I'm scrolling through AO3.
And also, someone who wants to go into law enforcement. I also don't want to find cases of you actually fucking skeletons. I don't need that. I will quit. You'll make me quit my dream job.
You know, You know what I once found?
What?
I found a LeBron James and Stephen Curry fanfic.
You need to send me that link right now. I need that.
It was
I
Daddy
need
Kink
that
too.
in my life.
It was a series.
Oh my god.
It was a
Okay,
series,
but
and I actually.
who's the bottom?
What?
Who's the top and who's the bottom?
Take a guess.
Okay, yeah, but like sometimes the like
No, just guess.
I won't say it's Curry.
As what?
The top.
No.
Are you serious? They made the look.
Curry was getting his ass pounded. Things I never thought I'd say. But yeah, Curry was the bottom.
You know, at least it was bottom and not sub and dome. Like, I don't think I could live with myself.
It was a Daddy Kink fic.
Oh wait, no. Now all I can imagine is one of them saying, "This one's for you, babe," and it swooshes in. Like,
No, the thing is, a lot of it was just hate fucking.
there was no fluff.
Like, not really. Not from what I read.
I gotta write a new one, and I'm gonna write fluff in it.
No, please stop. I don't need to see that in my life.
I'm gonna call it curly fries. They're gonna bond over curly fries. I'm gonna add some inks into this. Kinks. Curry inks.
I regret ever bringing this up, because you guys may not know this, but he will write this.
Mind you, I used to be a really cringy person, and I once wrote a fan fiction about two guys in my class, and it ended up with one of them murdering our English teacher, and I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have that, because you shared it with me.
Murdering my English teacher so they could use his room as a sex place. And you think one of the guys covers himself in complete mush.
More than just friends. That's what it's called.
I'm gonna edit that.
Okay, this is the last thing he typed on it. Side note, this is making me blush a little more than I want to. It's awkward. My face turned red just typing out the first sentence. Eek, I'm done.
Oh, it was cringy. I was so cringy, guys. I swear.
Yeah, it's not fun.
We were on something. How did we get to reading fanfiction?
It's because you left and I decided to address Tumblr.
Oh. What else should we address Tumblr with?
Stop acting like once a person does one bad thing that they cannot grow and change as a person.
And quit glorifying people who are constantly bad, but you refuse to acknowledge it because they're good looking.
True. Stop glorifying mental illness and self-harm. Also, eating disorders.
True. Stop glorifying, like, pedophilia, because I'm done. Like, you're gross. Like, even I'm like, hold up, I'm gonna wait till I'm 18 to even think about actually doing something with an adult until I'm an adult.
That's why I can't wait to turn 18. That way, I can seduce famous people.
Doing my fucking forensic surgery, but when I'm 18, I won't do it until I'm 18.
Don't send them this link.
I told myself, I was like, until I'm 18, then will I ever even try. But don't even try that with your teachers. Okay, you and your teacher can be put in jail. It is wrong.
Yeah.
And what else should we address Tumblr with?
Toxic relationships, but shipping it because it's cute.
Yes. Or making it toxic on purpose, so it seems cute. Like, no.
Can I also just say, like, I understand that it was canon, but please stop glorifying Harley and Joker's relationship.
Yes.
Because after Suicide Squad came out, there was so much on my dashboard about Harley and Joker, and it was all shipping stuff, and I was like, my girl deserves better.
She does. And she even admits that she regrets it. So, even in the video game, she regrets her relationship.
What?
So,
what comic was it? I was reading the new Suicide Squad comics. And with that, she started talking about how that entire relationship had changed her, and that now she saw how terrible it was, and she wanted to kill Joker bad because of everything that he had put her through.
Does that sound healthy at all? Okay, it isn't. Like, I'll always hate Joker.
Same. It's like, there are some things that it's just inexcusable. Like, I don't care if it happened in canon, just don't glorify it.
13 Reasons Why.
I haven't seen it, and I will not.
It's just, I'm telling you, from that standpoint, it was the worst thing ever to watch. It was just horrible. And I felt like stupid for even watching it and not reading up on it. Which I now do. I now read up all the shows I watched beforehand. Like, before my sister could show me Rick and Morty, I had to look it up to make sure, like, nothing would upset me.
Or, you know which one actually dealt with, like, PTSD and that stuff well? Jessica Jones.
I haven't seen that.
Because, like, with the Thing, she was abused, and she was, I believe, sexually abused. And with that, it shows her, like, going through PTSD, going through trauma, and all that stuff, but it shows, like, how it actually is without romanticizing it. It also showed her depression.
Which is a big part. Like, it's just a lot, like, that people go through, and they have to sit there and, I don't know, I just find it dumb when people romanticize that. Like, why would you romanticize a crime?
But yeah, Jessica Jones really dealt with it. That show had some good writing.
Like, speaking of romanticizing, today in school, I'm sitting there and we're talking about how this person was pursuing a nymph, and we had to write a letter back to the shepherd on how he should have dealt with it. And immediately I was like, dude, she, said no, like, don't push her. But like, so many people are like, oh no, girls want to be pursued. And I was just like, what?
No, that's the thing, like, with our society, is that it's like, oh, if girls don't want us, they should just be straightforward. They should stop playing all these games. And the second that a girl says, oh, no, I'm not interested, it's like, she's a bitch. She is friend-zoning me. She just wants to go with a douche. Oh, I can change that. And it's like, we do these avoidance tactics because you guys do not understand what no means.
Like I've said from the beginning, men ain't shit.
Men ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Exactly. Where were we?
I don't know.
Damn it. Okay. I think we already talked to Tumblr about every problematic thing it contains.
Yeah. We told off society.
I mean, I can go for hours telling off society.
I know. That completely different episode. But we can do that when we're not 20 minutes into recording.
Oh, that's true. Okay. We didn't talk about... Well, you already talked about Pentatonix. Did we just mention Spooderman?
We briefly mentioned Spider-Man.
Okay. And now... Oh, it's my turn, which is Voltron. Let me get you started. I've not seen, actually, the 80s version of Voltron, which is the original.
I haven't seen either version.
It's good. I would have to say that it brings a lot of development, and it makes you think, and it tugs at your heartstrings, or like a violin, and it took its finger and it pulled the string far back and just let go. And do you know how terrible that sounds? It sounds really terrible.
Sounds like you're describing a rubber band.
Exactly. And that's not how violins work.
Okay,
And
so
stay away from fandom discourse. Don't fall into it. Please don't.
Tumblr, I'm looking at you.
I'm gonna say this one thing. Shiro does not wear eyeliner. That is the way his eye is shaped. Okay? So, he's Asian, and, quit saying it's eyeliner, and then drawing him with double eyelids, because that's not how it works. Okay. I've said my piece.
You know what I've seen a lot of in the Hamilton fandom? Is where they draw Lafayette, like full face of makeup. It's like, I don't really understand where that came from.
I don't either. I mean, I have no problem. But people make it a problem.
Yeah. It's like, I've seen that, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Well, why are, like, 20 different blogs drawing it like this? So it's like, I want to know where that came from.
You could look it up, like, where did it first start?
And we'll go down that wormhole some other time.
Huh. And what else? Oh, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is a good show if you have the patience for stupidity.
Again,
Others are watching the adult version of SpongeBob.
I've never seen it.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good show, but I have to have a lot of patience to sit and actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
There was an episode where one of the main characters gets turned into a pickle and goes to therapy with the family. And,
Was it Rick?
yeah, it was. You haven't seen it, but you know the character. Oh, it's because I just told you the character's name in the title, didn't I?
No,
Yeah,
it's because if you exist on the internet, you have come across Rick and Morty at some time.
I've already seen Rick and Morty bored. I didn't want to. Can you hear my mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else can we talk about? You want to go back and visit Spider-Man?
Oh, Deadpool 2 is coming out.
What?
Deadpool 2. Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
It's funny. I find it funny.
Yo! Wonder Woman!
I still haven't watched it.
You are lame. I watched that one twice also.
Sorry. Some of us can't go to theaters anymore.
Nah. Wonder Woman was amazing. It made me realize just how bi I am. Because you got Chris Pine and you got Gal. It's like my emotions are going wild. Are you salty that you haven't seen it?
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm so shook right now.
It is honestly a good movie. It was well written. And again, I stress the importance of well written movies. Because it doesn't matter if you have a good cast. If that script is not good, then it doesn't matter who you have.
Get Out.
Haven't seen it.
Let me tell you, Get Out was such a good movie. Like, it was just, it blew my mind. Well, I mean, I already knew white people ain't shit either, but, like, I was just like, wow, this could. Oh, I thought I heard my mom talking shit about me. Anyway, so it was a good movie. I don't want to reveal any details, but all I have to say is the way they constructed it, the way it was written, the way the actors are, it was just perfectly put together.
What's that movie that recently came out? Girls Trip?
With Queen Lit. No, there was two. referring to the right one?
I'm referring to the one
With Tifa, right?
Yeah. Because there was Girls Trip, and then there was also Rough Night.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with Scarlett Johansson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I just say, it, considering how, of course, the internet doesn't know how to shut its racist mouth, how everyone was saying that with Girls Trip, no one wanted to see it, there was no point in having it, when Rough Night had just come out, and Girls Trip completely annihilated Rough Night opening weekend.
Oh, sure did.
I was so proud. Because it's like...
And I think people fail to realize it's not like we can prevent certain things like this happening where the same movie comes out with the same concepts and but different path. It's not like everyone in Hollywood, all the directors and screenwriters sit in a room where they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to create this movie, so like, can you not?
Hey, back off, it's my idea.
You know, you snooze, you lose.
Nah, but honestly, have I told you about when I had to argue that minorities do deserve representation in media?
In your... what is it called? For admission essay?
Yeah. I wrote that.
Talk about now.
The thing was, now that we're seeing these movies led by people of color, and they're doing so well in the box office, it's showing, hey, there was always this audience for them. It's just that the movies that were made never were for those audiences.
Black Panther.
Yes. I'm so excited for that one.
I am too. I am trembling in my seat.
What other superhero movie is coming out soon?
Isn't Thor coming out?
Yeah, Thor is coming out November, I think.
There's a whole list.
There's a list, but I'm not pulling it up right now.
I'm trying to think.
I know Justice League is supposed to come out next year, I believe. Then there's also The Flash.
What's that one movie? Oh, Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Can I just say that I'm really excited for Justice League? Like, I know that's odd, considering most people are like, oh yeah, the Marvel movies, that's what I'm excited for. It's like, Justice League, I was more of a DC kid growing up. Because it's like, I had the Justice League TV show, I had the Batman. It's like, that was what I mainly grew up on. So it's like, seeing Justice League as an actual movie, I'm hyped.
I just hope that DC knows how to make good movies. Please, your Batman movies are so good. Continue with that. And Wonder Woman. Just continue with that. Don't stop.
Oh! Margot Robbie!
Still with that pod.
Margot Robbie wrote the script for Gotham City Sirens.
Oh yeah, that one.
I'm so hyped for that, because honestly, Gotham City Sirens is one of the most underappreciated comic, run. It's great.
I'm trembling again.
I'm excited to find out who they're going to cast for Poison Ivy and Catwoman.
I am too. Because technically they'll be setting the Ivy and Catwoman for our generation. Because other generations have it.
Well, we had Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, I was trying to remember her name. I can't remember it.
Yeah.
We don't have an Ivy. That one's old.
We don't. Who was Ivy? Uma Thurman?
Was it?
I think it was Uma Thurman that played Ivy.
Hold up.
Really quick, fact check me. Something our president will never say.
Uma Thurman Ivy. Yeah, you're right.
Alright. You know, for a while, that used to be my favorite Batman movie. 'Cause, okay, let me explain myself. before you judge me. Because that movie was so bad, but it used to be my favorite. This was at the time where I was, like, really getting into Batman and all that stuff. And it was when the video rental stores were still a thing. So, we'd go to Hollywood Video because we were not a Blockbuster kind of family. We'd go to Hollywood Video, and they'd have, like, 2 Batman movies. And the one with Uma Thurman was always there. So I would always ask if we could rent that one. And then that was pretty much the only Batman movie I'd seen. So that was my favorite.
You're such a dork.
I am.
I'm stores. Roaming them. Waiting for a movie to be picked out. Now I'm feeling all nostalgic.
The gumball
There's a
machines?
Blockbuster here, though.
Nah. I'm pretty sure we've gotten rid of all of our video rental stores. Man,
Why do we have to get rid of good memories?
going to one of those as a kid was so lit.
You know, if I would have told that to little me, I think little me would have called me a dumbass.
It's like, it's okay. In the future, you will have Netflix, but for now, enjoy this. Enjoy your terrible Batman movie.
We used to get little video games from there.
Dude! Freaking Game Crazy was Hollywood Video's video game store. And me and my brother would always look for the cheap ones. So, we had like $2, $3 games. I'm pretty sure I bought Tetris.
I was introduced to Cookie Mama because of that place.
That's great.
Okay, what else other entertainment can we talk about?
What about what Disney is trying to pull?
What are they trying to pull?
Actually, Disney is trying to pull a lot of stuff. Okay, so you know the movie The Book of Life?
Yeah.
So originally, the people that had made that went to Disney with their idea. They were like, yo, this is our idea. We think it would do good. Would you be interested in helping us out here? And Disney basically said, no, I don't think anyone's going to want to watch it. I don't think there's an audience for that. So then, instead of... Disney rejected them, so they went to 20th Century Fox. They made the movie, and it ended up being a success. Ended up doing really well. So now Disney is releasing a movie that I've heard is essentially the exact same thing with just names changed.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's called Coco.
Disney, get original.
Yeah. There are only so many live-action remakes you can release.
And please do a good Justify Mulan, please.
Okay, also with Mulan, there's going to be no songs in that.
Which is BS.
You cannot have Mulan without I'll make a man out of you.
You can't. I need to see live action version of that.
Seriously.
Let's talk about Jasmine. Like, the casting is horrible. Like,
For Aladdin?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just so frustrated with Disney right now.
Disney, it is not that hard to find dark-skinned actresses.
It really isn't.
Seriously, stop. Like, just stop. Find people that fit what the actual roles are. Because, again, it is so hard for children of color to find themselves in movies and in TV shows. You had the opportunity, and you blew it.
I mean, That's So Raven, the reboot, it's okay.
Yeah.
Have you not seen it?
I have not. I saw talk of it. What else? Disney is trying to pull all of its stuff from Netflix.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they're gonna start their own streaming service in 2019. Congratulations, I'm not paying for another subscription.
Oh, me neither. Just gonna legally download it.
Same. I have so many websites I can go on. Like, before Moana was on Netflix, I just watched it online. Disney, what you're doing. I understand that you could buy anyone, and no one would bat an eye. But you need to start being smart with what you're doing.
Everything just went downhill when, people.
You remember Good Luck Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how there was that big thing about how they had a lesbian couple on the show?
What?
Because
When?
Charlie had a friend, and that friend's parents were lesbians. And that was, like, on the show.
Oh.
So that was, like, a big thing for diversity and all that stuff. And, like, really soon after, the show got canceled. And originally people thought it was because they did the thing with the lesbian parents. And by the thing, I mean they had lesbian parents on the show. But turns out the reason why they canceled the show was because some dipshit was sending death threats to the little 5-year-old girl that plays Charlie. Like, legitimate death threats to her because of the gay couple on the show. So...
Are you serious? I want to personally punch everyone.
I am serious, because it's not patriotic, it's just being a douche.
They're a kid. They don't just...
I don't give a shit. Oh, I thought you were talking about the people that just set off a firecracker in my backyard.
Oh, no.
But, yeah. So, she had an Instagram, but her mom was the one running it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mainly just news about Good Luck Charlie, things like that. And the second the mom saw that, she called LAPD to investigate it. She called Disney, like the show producers, to be like, yo, my kid is getting threatened. And then, after that, show got canceled because a 5-year-old's life was in danger.
I can't,
No, I feel like we should end this on that note.
Yeah.
So, where can they find you?
They can find me on my Insta, Prince Gapester.
It's lame.
On my Twitter, Prince Gapester.
It's lame.
Hey.
Yes?
I have to keep it lame because if college is fine didn't have anything inappropriate on it, I can't get into college.
Dude, my Twitter is just filled with political retweets.
You can find me on my Wattpad, and it is Hemlock. No, it isn't. Whatever. You don't have to find me then, I guess. I'm sad now. I can't remember.
Green
no,
Hemlock.
Wait, fine. You. Oh, what?
Green Hemlock.
Green Hemlock. Thank you very much. Now where can we find you, B?
Okay, I am basically everywhere at Ridiculousness. Instead of an E, it is a 3, because I am cool like that. Actually, that's just my... What is that? That's my Wattpad. I am at Ridiculousness1 on Twitter, and I am at Ridiculousness Fangirl on Tumblr. I also have a writing blog, Ridiculousness Writes. So yeah.
Guess it's a bye now, buddies.
Alright.
Yeet,
Bye,
yeet.
Bye everyone, and be nice to each other, goddammit.